Hello, my name is Lacey Smith, and today I'm doing a documentary with Ethan Whitlock and Emily Mayhart. These are survivors of Hurricane Katrina in 2005. Here's their story.
My name is Ethan Whitlock, and the only thing I can say is my story is probably like a lot of others. People that were hit with this thing, this hurricane, it devastated a lot of people. Probably felt bigger to us because we were in the middle of it.
So, Ethan, what was going through your mind at the point when Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans?
I can tell you I was really shocked to hear that we were going to be hit with this thing. It was coming, right for us. The amount of devastation this was going to just hit us. It was, I couldn't imagine that this was going to be something that my family was going to have to be a part of. So many people just, we were all running scared. We didn't know what we were doing. It wasn't anything that we were ready for.
Yes, it is, and we're glad that you are still here to this day. Do you mind sharing with us people that you knew or possibly your friends or family members that were impacted or got injured in any way in this hurricane?
No, ma'am, I don't mind. Still gets me every time I think about it. I lost my sister, my dad, lost two of my best friends. It makes you really realize, what's important in life. I can tell you that now, my family members and I stay a lot closer, and we do things together because you just never know. You just don't ever know.
So, Ethan, how did you cope with this big hurricane that had just hit New Orleans?
To be honest, I'm living in Tennessee now. Most people want me to be a Tennessee Vols fan, but as you can tell, I'm an Astros fan, partially because they opened up, the Astrodome for a lot of us to be able to go to. And it's funny thing is they're playing tonight, so I'm a big fan. But the things I look back at now is try not to get caught up in what the past is and just look at what's in the present. And never forget and always remember that there was a lot of people that really went through a lot. And when it hits home like it does, one of the things that you want to do is be respectful for those people that go through it, when the next one hits.
So, Ethan, knowing that the hurricane was coming now, would you go back in the past and do anything different?
I think the main thing, if I known how bad it was going to be, I'm sure that I probably would have evacuated everybody that not just my family, not just the ones I lost, but that whole state, the whole state was pretty much devastated. But if I would have done anything different, I think I would have got everybody out of the state, a lot sooner, because I don't think you can be too careful.
Thank you, Ethan, again for coming, and thank you just for telling us all about your story. I know that was very hard for you, but thank you for coming. And now, here's our other guest, Emily Mayhart, going to give us her story about her experience in Hurricane Katrina.
Hello, my name is Emily Mayhart, and I am a survivor of the Katrina hurricane that hit New Orleans. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what my experience was of being a survivor.
Thank you, Emily, again for meeting with me about Hurricane Katrina. And I have a question for you. What was going through your mind when Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans?
That morning, I had no idea what my husband and my two children and I were going to go through. We had no idea the devastation that was headed towards us, and the fact that I was going to have to leave our home and go to a shelter. My husband is a police officer, and he was out in the field helping people. There was no way to reach him or communicate with him to let him know what was going on. It wasn't until 2 or 3 days later that we actually happened to be at the same shelter and got to see each other, and it was just the greatest feeling ever, be able to hug him.
I'm so glad that you guys are okay. Is there anyone that you knew in this hurricane that lost their lives?
I lost my really good friend, Reese Matthews. She was my neighbor. Unfortunately, she had went to sleep that evening, and the rising waters, she succumbed to them. She drowned in her sleep.
How have you coped since Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans?
I've just focused on my family and God, and tried to focus on the future of what blessings and opportunities that we have, being that we did survive, and those less fortunate that weren't able to.
That's a great way to look at things, Emily. I have one more question left for you. So, what would you do differently if you could go back to Hurricane Katrina?
I would have evacuated the area. I don't think anyone there realized the severity of the damage that was coming, and the lives that would be lost in that hurricane.
I just want to take a second to thank Emily and Ethan for coming down and doing this documentary with me, and I hope you guys will just have a great life. Thank you.